So every year, one of the things we all like to do as a group is go to the pumpkin patch together as one of our fall activities. And we try to go to Harvest Farms. It's one of our favorites that we've been to so far. We've only really been to 2, Bartell's Farms, which is a fun one also, but more for taking family pictures, if you ask me. And this is the fun one to go to and do a bunch of activities and really make a day of it. It's located in Wellington, Colorado. If you ever want to go check it out, it is a lot of fun. And they usually have a group on for to get in cheaper. And it's funny because when we all got here, none of us had any kids yet, and now we've added 8 kids to the group, so it's kind of crazy how many kids there are now. We're such a parent group, it's funny. And they have this giant chair that you can take cute pictures in or climb in or do whatever you want. We tried to get all the kids up there. Not all the kids wanted to go in it, but the ones, they were just so cute sitting in this chair, the 6 that we were able to get up there. And you could tell that they thought it was just so cool to sit in a giant chair. That's Quinn. This is David. And they have a lot to do there at Harvest Farms. They have an obstacle course. They have a giant haystack that you can climb up. This is David and Ellie on the obstacle course. They had a lot of fun with that, putting their gymnastics skills to the test here.
A significant life, just what it was needed. Clean in the blackest night.
This thing was slightly terrifying, but the kids loved it. It just slams down really hard on the ground. And David loved going through this rope course. He thought it was so funny to get stuck in it. And this tube, let me tell ya, it's a lot of fun. However, not with a 3-year-old. He really wanted to go up it, so I eventually climbed in to help him because it was pretty steep, but he would not grab the rope to pull himself up with. So that was that with
We'll always remember how it felt.
I actually had to come out and go back in and push him up as far as I could. Brandon is the real MVP here, climbing up here to help me out. It was pretty rough. After we did that, the kids really all wanted to go up onto the giant haystack, because who doesn't want to climb on a humongous haystack, let's be honest. Our friend Emerson here actually revealed his fear of heights, which is kind of funny because he was the one up there taking all the kids up there, and we just kind of left him in charge.
Something years ago, those cold nights.
And they also had pig races, which is what we're sitting down here. They're getting ready to start the first one of the day, and David was pretty excited to see the pigs. He thought they were so cute. Derek is along for the ride. He just kind of goes with the flow.
If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back, rewind, I wouldn't think twice.
And the pigs just race in a tiny circle, and there's food at the end for them. I guess as a prize, I don't know, but it was pretty cute watching the pigs.
All we had was time. Sneak it out in the night, me playing the fender and you singing, oh, it's alright. Beating hearts full of lust, shiny stars dream guiding us, and not a single cloud in the sky. If I could go back in time.
Derek's new thing is pointing to things, which I think is just adorable. He always points to everything and says that or this. One time I swear he said, "What's that?" I'm not 100%, but I swear it's what I heard. And they do have a little petting zoo. When you're done with the races, you can come over and check out their little animals they have in there. They had 3 baby cows, which was really cute. A little baby pony, goats, of course. And David just loves being all sweet and petting the animals.
Every bad thing and every good, I wouldn't change it if I could. 'Cause it all led us up to this. Every moment, every kiss. If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back, rewind.
And this little cow was the softest cow I think I've ever pet in my life. And she was just so sweet.
Didn't have a dime. No, you and me were poor as dirt, and all we had was time. When you and me were poor as dirt, and all we had was time.
And they also have little facts about animals on these little boards all around. I only show 2, but they have many throughout, and also about crops and everything as well, which is pretty fun. I cannot believe how long we waited to invest in a double stroller. We've been slumming it for a year with just taking 2 strollers if we need to anywhere we go. And we finally just bit the bullet and bought a double stroller, which is the best thing I've ever purchased in my life. I will never go without one ever again. As long as I have kids who need strollers, that is. And this little area was a lot of fun. It was a roping area where you could practice roping. I did try it, and it is way harder than you would ever imagine it to be. I've been to rodeos and I've watched it. I don't necessarily like watching people do it, but I have a newfound respect for it because it is just so much harder than it seems. We got Derek up there. I couldn't really tell if he liked it or not. Of course, we had to try and take a super cute picture of him sitting on this. But he didn't seem that enthused with it, I'm not going to lie to you. But he's only 1, so you never know.
I'll be coming home, then I'll be at your door.
And that's Camilla sitting on the little horse. the kids definitely loved having the farm to just run on and take off and just, I guess, be free to be kids.
Wish I carry high whenever we're apart. It takes me through the night when I look deep into your eyes.
And they do have those dried corn bins, which I just think they're so much fun. David absolutely loved them. He was in them for about 30 minutes. I actually had to bribe him to get out, but I'm glad he loved it. Derek, of course, being one, just kept trying to eat it. Wasn't really sure what to think of it, but
And I am on my way.
and at first when we got there, it was pretty crowded, naturally, because the corn bins are pretty popular. But after a while, the crowd thinned out, which was pretty nice.
I wanna see you play.
Of course, got to try and get a cute little picture sitting in the corn bin.
I'm followed by your light whenever we're apart.
There's Ellie and Quinn.
Takes me through the night when I look deep into your eyes. Oh, when I look deep into your eyes.
Dave's trying to make a corn angel. There's Piper. The kids definitely had fun being buried in the corn. I thought it was hilarious, so I had to get in on the burying action.
When I look deep into your eyes. Oh, when I look deep into your eyes. When I look deep into your eyes. When I look deep into your eyes. I've never really been the one who's worried. Always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is.
They also had a nice little playground that David just loved playing on. Of course, he really loves any playground, but it was just nice to have a nice little playground for him to play on there.
It's me, 'cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free.
You're about to see Brandon from Beers and Boost. He also has a YouTube channel that is all about boosting him and his friend's car. I will link it down below if you want to check it out.
Beers and Boost.
Well, I am made to be free. Been thinking about myself and myself only.
They also had this cute little tiger dragon to climb on, which I thought that was really cute and unique, and you just don't see things like that. And David definitely had fun climbing on it.
Before I saw who I could be, kept thinking, where did I go wrong? Then realizing where I do come from, was asking how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free.
We're about to get on the hayride here. Naturally, anytime you go to a pumpkin patch, it's just fun to go on a little hayride, and Dave loves tractors, so he gets really excited about when we get on them. And on this hayride, they do tell you about the center, who the center is benefiting, and they give you the history of the place. I think it's really fun that they do this every year, and the guys that run the place are so funny, and they keep everything so entertaining.
Well, I am made to be free. That's my choice. What I need to be free. Still thinking how real love should feel.
It's Derek and Wayne.
That it's not about you, just me.
And they just take you on a little ride around their farm and tell you all about it, which is nice and relaxing. It's just a fun little ride. Of course, Derek, he loves pointing at everything right now and showing you everything he thinks is so fascinating. The one thing I really wanted to do, but we just didn't get a chance to because kids were just tired, we had worn them out, was go through the corn maze. We went 2 years ago through that corn maze, took the hard route, and it took us forever, and we definitely kept getting lost. So maybe next year I'll go and definitely take the easy route. Derek started to get antsy towards the end, just like when we were on Thomas the Train. That's another shot. They have a little hay maze, and then there's the giant stack of hay. And that's Piper, Heather and Brandon's little girl. She's so cute. And you know David's tired when he willingly gets in the stroller for a ride. David wanted to go through those ropes one more time. This time he thought it was hilarious to pretend that he was stuck and couldn't get out. And right here we were going to shoot the corn guns. I've seen them every year. I usually just forget about them, but this time I was determined. I just wanted to try them out for once before we left, and we actually ended up having a ton of fun doing them. Who would have thought shooting off corn cannons would be such a blast, but I really enjoyed it. And you know, I wore black, which is fine. I did not realize how much spray you get from the corn, so all of us were covered in bits of corn. It was pretty funny. That's Ellie shooting off the corn gun. And there's Piper shooting off the corn gun. Dave's turn. Not one of us hit the target. The corn guns were not very accurate. But that's alright, it was still fun. And that's it. We're heading out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I do vlogs and cleaning motivation, a little bit of home decor for the holidays. And I would definitely recommend Harvest Farms if you're in the Colorado or Cheyenne area and are looking for a pumpkin patch to go to. We always have fun at it every year, with the exception of last year when it was snowing and we had a newborn. That was due to circumstances, not the farm itself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.